Hey y'all, you're watching me ink my 138th comic strip, and I'm just going to take some time to talk a little about it. There's a list of my art supplies in the description, as well as a link to my website where this and all of my other comic strips are available to read. There's also a link to my Patreon, so if you like what I do, I would encourage you to give that a look. So if this is the first time you've encountered my work, these are a couple of my characters, Junebug and Clover. This strip is part 5 of a story arc called Drawing Animals, which is only the second story arc that Clover's been a part of. This panel was kind of a pain to compose. They usually aren't. Most of the time, the first or second idea I have for a panel works great, but just the placement of everything in this one was challenging. In the last strip, Clover sees Junebug sleeping against the tree, kind of angled away from her, and she had dropped the basket against the same tree when he startled her in the strip before that. I think I had to move Clover around a little for this panel to work, like she walked around a little after Junebug woke up. One of the ideas I had while I was trying to think of how to set up this panel was to have the camera inside the basket looking up, with Junebug's hand reaching over it. That would have been fun, but also probably wouldn't read very clearly. I always really enjoy drawing Junebug's face. He's almost always smiling, he just feels really good to draw. I like to look over older drawings of him that I've made and see how his eyes have gradually come to fit onto his face as I've been learning facial anatomy. How cheeks and eyebrows can be used for expressions, how all of the parts of the face fit together. They're considerably smaller now, but look a lot better. His snout though has been getting bigger. Generally I keep it around the same size as his eyes, if not a little larger. I've drawn Junebug's horns in a few different ways over my comics history, but this way that I've landed on here is pretty sweet. I like that they have a big area of shade that surrounds his face, which makes it really stick out in black and white. It was important to me to have two dark trees on either side of the panel, acting as a frame to help focus the viewer's eye down towards the basket. I did end up going over the tree on the left with whiteout and redrawing parts of it, which you'll see me do later in the video. It can be difficult to know how much ink is too much, but when I accidentally find out, there are ways to fix it. I've just been really glad to draw Clover again. The first time around was about a year ago, and it was kinda rough, honestly. I had done no preparatory work, so I drew her differently in every strip as I was trying to get her design figured out. It wasn't pretty. This time though, I took some time to sketch her a few times before the arc started, and I'm really happy with how she looks now. I like the little heart-shaped face and fancy eyebrows thing she has going on. I'm definitely not a master of character design or anything, but I have been practicing and I think it shows. So here's the thing, Junebug has a lot of scarves and not all of them are plaid, but when I draw him in black and white, I almost always give him a plaid scarf or one with stripes. Without color, plaid and stripes just read a lot better than a solid, patternless scarf. It breaks up the white and adds some variety, and the lines are an easy way to show the dimensionality of the folds in the material. Okay, I'm fixing the tree on the left now, and you can really see the difference. When the tree was nearly solid black, it looked totally flat, not like an object in a world. The vine in the corner, which did have a good mix of light and dark, looked out of place. There wasn't a sense that it was clinging to the tree. Even adding just a little bit of lit texture there helped a lot. Alright, I think it's time for me to wrap this up, so I hope this was at least a little interesting, and as always, thanks for watching.